All right, welcome to the Too Many Records live stream. It's been a minute since I've done a live stream, but we're doing this today, and hopefully some of you guys can join me because I have a lot of records to open, and it'd be fun to do them with people and not just by myself. What's going on, Nick? I'm trying to move my screen around so I can see how many people are in here. There we go. I did not advertise this very well, so we'll see if people actually take time to come in. Hey, what's up, Alex? What do you think of the hat? What's up, member Barry? I'm gonna give it a minute or two before we start because we're gonna let more people trickle in. If you're watching this after the fact, sorry. Just fast forward a little bit, perhaps. What's up, Miles? Glad you made it. We got Toy 2. Super badass, Sweet Daddy Jones. What a name right there. And then Becht is here. What's up? Hello, Damon. I feel like YouTube over time makes it harder to push my content out. Like 2 years ago, I feel like I would do a stream and there'd be like 60 people immediately. So I feel like the notifications trickle out slower now, which is great. But we can get started. Usually what happens is I get started and then people come in halfway through and ask me what they missed, and it's just the way of the world. Hello from England. What's up, Steven? So yeah, we can get started. Before we get started, I will point your attention to the pinned comment. I am doing my next Whatnot auction on Friday at 1 p.m. PST. If you click that link, you can bookmark the show, and if you haven't signed up for Whatnot yet, you should, because you get $15 for signing up through my link to spend on a record. It could be one of my records. It could be someone else's records. $15 for free just to sign up. It makes no sense not to do it by now. If you're a vinyl collector, it is my favorite buying and selling platform currently available. It is very fun. Yesterday I was battling it out for some metal records from this guy. I lost out on 2 Cro-Mags records, which was frustrating, but that's Whatnot. You win some, you lose some. But yeah, so I'll advertise that again later. But let's open some records. This one actually just showed up right before this stream, so let's see what we've got going on. You can't figure out how to use Whatnot? It's super intuitive, I think, but feel free to after this stream send me a note, and I'll be happy to walk you through it. No problem at all. All right, so first out the gate, we have Hotel Pools, Fall 18. Hotel Pools is like a very buzzy, kind of chill wave, down tempo artist that has crazy acclaim. I feel like people go crazy for his stuff. I just missed him performing a DJ set at one of my favorite record stores in town, Specs Records, which is actually just down the street from the TMR store. My buddy DJ Wags, who we got our first super chat from Janosch. Thank you, man. Have I had a chance to listen to August is Falling? Take a wild guess. I absolutely have not. I needed someone to message me separately. I feel like I say I'm going to do it in these streams and I forget. Please message me separately so I can actually take a look. I do want to hear them. It sounds like it's up my alley. Yeah, so Hotel Pools. I've missed out on a lot of their stuff. I'm kind of late to the party on him. I think it's just one guy. But quite good. And I wanted to make sure I grabbed this repress because all the other versions sold out really fast. And yeah, I'm bummed that I missed the show at the record store right here. All right, guys, I know August is Falling is great. I know this. You guys have been telling me. One day I'll get there. If you guys want to hit the like button, it says we have 2 likes right now, and there's a lot more people than that. Although not a crazy amount of people. Maybe this was a weird day to do a live stream. We're only at 27. We're usually at about 80. So either YouTube has totally given up on me or it's just a weird day. But I suppose we will find out. We'll find out over time, won't we? That's the exciting thing. We're all finding out together. Here's a Mondo release that just came in. Oh, it came with a... This is cool. Little Mondo comic book. It's not really a comic book, but it's kind of like a holiday guide. Oh, man. Look at that big Tokyo Godzilla statue. That's cool. I'll have to look through this later. That's rad. So this is a recommendation from Alex, who's in the room right now. Thanks, Alex. This is Pop Psychedelic, a collection of psychedelic pop out songs from various artists. I don't know what the eras are. I think it's across many decades. I think I could be wrong though. But I've heard this is a must listen record, so I'm excited to give it a spin. I really enjoy French music, and I like psychedelic music, so it seems like it's a home run. This is the Mondo variant. Let's see what it looks like actually, because I don't know if there was I forget if there was a mock-up. Let's figure it out. It is across many decades, just like I like it. YouTube's been crashing all day. Perfect time for me to do a live stream. All right. Well, first of all, I like this kind of glossy jacket. Usually I like matte jackets, but this glossy one is actually pretty nice. Let's take a look at the variant. Very simple, pink, solid. It's translucent. You know, I think it's a pretty standard color, but it matches the cover really nicely. So if you're into French music, you know, psychedelic pop, probably check this out. I haven't heard it yet, so I can't fully recommend it, but I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, let's keep going. Another mailer. Time to do... Ooh, almost just sliced my finger off. That's my record. That's my tone arm dropping finger. I can't lose that. No way. Put that on my whatnot. I'm probably going to keep that, but if I end up not liking it for any reason, which I doubt, then yeah, it would probably go on my whatnot. All right. Here we go. This is Guster's Goldfly, which I own. However, it is a signed copy by Music Record Shop. They often do lots of signed copies when artists come through town. They get them signed. Some of these signatures are a little weak, I gotta be honest. What is going on with this one? It's like already faded. That one's solid. That one's solid. That one's kind of weak. Overall, very excited to have a signed copy of one of my all-time favorite records. Just saw Guster in Portland live. It was a tremendous show. And they busted out a bunch of songs from Goldfly, which, you know, being like their second record, it's pretty cool to go all the way back and hear some of this stuff. I think they played Airport Song, X-Ray Eyes, and Rocket Ship, which all killer records. Really great album. And I have the Goldfly version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gold record and I'm going to slot it into this jacket, and then I'm going to take the black record, slot it into the other jacket, sell it in the store. That's called 4D chess, baby. That's how you pro record collect right there. I did the same thing. I got a signed Carly Rae Jepsen record from Music Millennium signing, and it was on black vinyl, but I took the crystal clear or crystal vellum or whatever the variant's called, swapped it out. That's how you pro. All right, let's do all. There we go. Do you guys want to see more of the action of the slicing? Is that half the fun? Seeing me slice. Oh, this record I can't show because this is a gift for one of my best friends. I can't show it yet, but it's a Christmas gift. And he might be watching this, so I don't want to show it off. Have I ever bought records from Brazil? What should I know about shipping from Brazil to the U.S.? I have purchased a record or two from Brazil, normally like a Brazilian record, obviously, even though Brazil sells records from all areas. I've heard it can be kind of sketchy getting things in and out of Brazil to the U.S. I haven't had an issue. The 2 or 3 that I've purchased over the years, they arrived fine. But I would say it's probably a little more worrisome than Europe or Asia or somewhere that's a little more commonly shipping records to the U.S. So I would say pay with PayPal so you're protected, and cross your fingers that the postal gods do you right. Thank you for the other super chat. You know, I appreciate that. If anyone, as we do an unboxing, I don't usually answer questions at first until we have a super chat. So if you have a burning question for me as I'm unboxing, toss me a couple shekels. I'll answer your question for you. Also, now that there's more people in the room, I will direct everybody to the pinned comment in the chat. I am doing a Whatnot auction on Friday at 1 p.m. PST. It's going to be awesome. I'm giving away 3 grails in the live stream. So 3 rare records that would be on the wall at the store are going to be given away in the live stream for free. So that's reason enough to probably go. I'll do a little YouTube short about those grails tomorrow, leading up to it. But click the link. If you haven't signed up for Whatnot, you get $15. It's easy enough. All right, let's see what this record is. I'm struggling to open this package. But haven't you guys watched me struggle to open packages for like 5 years now? Maybe more, 6 years? That's kind of like my charm, right? Oh, that's Matt. He can't open packages well. Ah, my queen! Oh no, we have a little dinged corner situation. My queen! I love her. So DJ Sabrina, the teenage DJ, first of all, people are giving her crap for her name. That's hilarious. Anyone doesn't like that name is wrong. I'll die on this hill. Bewitched is one of her records. I believe this is the record that came out this year. Yeah, this is this year. It's basically like sound collage-y house music, very catchy, disco-y, dancey. I really love everything that DJ Sabrina has done, and these releases are long. They are long releases. This is just on black vinyl, but it's fine. I like this gatefold jacket. Nice job, Sabs. We're on a nickname basis now, me and DJ Sabrina. Really nice gatefold with some lyrics. Is that a Siggy? I think she signed it for me. That's so sweet. Really nice. Excited to have this. And if you haven't heard her and you like electronic music, you like the Avalanches, if you like house music, you should really be checking out her stuff. She has a lot of tapes, and they're all very long, and they're all very good, and they manage to keep your attention throughout, which is very impressive for something of that length. All right, I want to show you guys something else real quick that a band sent to me, and I thought was cool enough to show it off on the stream, because yeah. So this came to me. They asked me if they could send me something cool, and I was like, yeah, of course you can send me something cool. And it came in this red pouch, which is always a good sign. So inside of it was an album, obviously, if I can get it out. So this is an album by a band called Big Green Cherry. And what I like about the band name is that it is, I saw, and they emailed me and let me know, this is actually a reference to Final Fantasy VI, a very obscure reference in the game that I get because I'm a colossal nerd who's played that game through at least twice. There's a green cherry that boosts the strength and powers of one of the side characters that you can choose to unlock, named Umaro. And this is a reference to that, which is great. So they're nerds just like me. But this is, and they signed it, which is really cool. Here's the back. But what's really cool about this, well, first I'll show you the disc. The disc is a nice color. It's like this kind of greeny, marbly, smoky thing going on here. Maybe not green, maybe just smoky. I don't know. We'll see. But what's awesome about this, and the reason they sent it, is because as you guys know, if you've watched this channel for a long time, you know I love really creative variants. I love creative packaging. Vinyl for me is so much more than just the disc or just the music. It's the whole. It's everything put together, right? The whole package, and they really spared no creative expense here because they have actually put a board game inside of the gatefold jacket with instructions on how to play. Help Big Green Cherry get to the festival. You can play with any six-sided die, which unfortunately I don't think they included. I do not own a six-sided die that I know of, but I can easily get one. And it comes with all these little game pieces inside as well. You know, nothing like crazy high budget, but very, very cool and creative. I think this is really fun, like taking the real estate of the inside of a gatefold. Man, there are people talking about every which thing in this chat except for what I'm talking about. That's okay. You guys have fun. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, so Big Green Cherry. I don't think you can hear the album on Spotify. I tried to look for it. I listened to the record, though. It's really interesting. Lots of different sounds. Some are kind of more art poppy. Some are more trip hoppy. Some are just kind of like a little... It's just like it's all over the place. Indie is probably the nice, safe bubble genre for it. But I think they're going to be selling these on their site in December. So if you're into interesting records, visually and conceptually, check out Big Green Cherry. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going with the unboxing. While y'all just gab away about not what I'm talking about. It's so rude. It's like you guys are using my house to have your own little party. This is a weird mailer. How do I open it? Oh. There's a pull tab in the middle. I'm stupid. Alright. I ordered some reissues of some MF Doom stuff from Lex Records because MF Doom is the GOAT, as we know. I have other pressings of this, and I figured I would see which one sounded better and put the other one in the store. But this is... Born Like This, an underrated MF Doom project, in my opinion. I think that it's extremely, it shows off his talent in a very accessible way, and I don't know why people are talking about this like it's under the quality of, you know, Mad Villainy and Operation Doomsday and Food. Like, I think this is right up there with it. Gazillionaire is one of his best singles without a doubt. I love this foil on the back. I think that's on the original press too. But yeah, so that's a colored variant. And then the Bookhead EP, which is Doom and Gennaro Jarrell. I've had trouble actually getting into this. It's not bad, but it has never really caught my attention. However, I wanted to give it another try now that I got this colored repress. So I'm going to listen to it again. I think the problem is I don't love Key to the Cuffs, I think the album's called, which is their full album collaboration. It just didn't do it for me. It's probably my least favorite Doom project. So I'm going to give this another shot. And if I don't like it, it's going to go in the store. We could always use more hip hop in the store. And then finally, oh no, I'm dropping things. Hold on. Finally, we have this Danger Doom repress, which this has had so many different covers over the years, different art, different whatever it may be. Really, really nice colored record, though. This, this kind of like orangey, like neon orange. You don't see a lot of records that color, I feel like. I always love the art, these kind of like MF Doomy Rorschach-esque blocks. But yeah, so I own a couple pressings of this record, too. This is the record where it's a bunch of Adult Swim samples, so it's like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and all kinds of, like, you know, I think Brack is on there. It's really fun. So it really showcases the playfulness of Doom as an MC, and certainly worth your time. All right. Another mailer. We got more, guys. We got 1, 2, 3 more, and then we'll do some Q&A. And as mentioned, you can always drop me a super chat, should you so choose. Nice. Okay. This is this is Botanica Dream by Monster Rally, the newest record from Monster Rally, which is this the newest record? This is, right? This is the one that just came out. There's so many Monster Rally releases, and a lot of them have such similar aesthetics that I kind of forget what is what. But I've been talking about Monster Rally for a long time. Amazing tropical sound collages. Really, really good if you're into kind of plunderphonics with kind of a almost exotica type vibe to it. Monster Rally has had just hit after hit after hit with albums. They only the really early ones don't completely win me over because those are a little more experimental than they are lush, which is kind of as it progresses through the discography, it becomes more and more poppy, I would say, but in a good way. So this is the new record. I've not heard it, but basically Monster Rally has reached a level in my head where it's like I don't even question. If I see a new record, I'm going to pre-order it at the very least. So excited to hear it. Let's see if there's a cool variant. Also, if you guys can hit the like button, that would be super rad. Also, if you guys haven't checked to see if you have the bell turned on with all notifications where you have to click in and say all, that would help because I saw that only 6% of my subscribers have that, which explains so much about everything. And it's hard to get that message across because it's only going out to 6% of them. So it's kind of an endless Sisyphus type nightmare, but ooh, that's pretty. I like that. I like that. All right, let's put this. Can't wait to listen to this. Might have to bring this one to the store to listen to it, so I can guarantee I actually do. All right, let's keep going. We got two more. This one is actually a big box. And this is a box from my friend who runs Respawned Records, which is a really sweet video game record label that does really unique versions of soundtracks. So like they'll sometimes press just like a traditional soundtrack, but sometimes they'll do a different version. Like they did like a Halo soundtrack, but it was done like an 8-bit demaster, which is really rad. They did the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack, but they made it into a ska soundtrack, so it was like Banjo-Ska-Zooie, which is really fun. And yeah, I've just been really intrigued by everything that they have done thus far, and I haven't picked up a record in a while. The owner was like, I got some cool stuff for you, and I was like, I can't wait to see what, because everything they've done is really intriguing. So let's give this a open. Oh my gosh, this is jam-packed. Holy crap. Are you guys ready? We're about to look at like 6 records, maybe more. All right. Whoa. All right. Let's see what we got here. This is MacBat64, Journey of a Nice Chap. I don't know what this is. No idea. I'm assuming this is some kind of indie game, perhaps. I don't know what this is, but I love the art. It's very cute. We'll have to give this a listen. Cool. I'm losing. Here we go. This is cool. So I've actually, I did pick up one of these, but I think I had the other variant, which is great. This is The Song of Time, obviously a Zelda-inspired record with reworks of a lot of the tracks from Ocarina of Time. Love this art. Temple of Time, iconic location from my childhood. I was never there, but you know what I mean. All right. This is one I've wanted for so long, and I didn't get it. I'm so happy he just sent this to me. So this is WizPig, which is, oh man, I'm so excited. So Diddy Kong Racing was an iconic game from my childhood. I played the crap out of it. I played more Diddy Kong Racing than Mario Kart 64. It was way more fun. The challenges were fun to complete. I like that you can have a plane as well as a cart. And it was a very unique game for its time. And WizPig is the antagonist. So this is actually lo-fi versions of lo-fi riffs on songs from the Diddy Kong Racing soundtrack, which is an incredible soundtrack. So very excited for this one, WizPig. I just love that art too. Super cool. Oh, here we go. This is Jim, which is some kind of riff on Earthworm Jim, which was another huge game from my childhood. This was a Genesis and Super Nintendo game where you're this earthworm that has a gun and you're beating up this crow. It was a very hard game for me as a kid. I was never very good at it. I don't know what this is, but this art looks brutal. I would love for this to be like metal covers of Earthworm Jim. I'm guessing maybe that's what it is. I can't wait to listen to this though, because the Earthworm Jim soundtrack is also iconic for me. Like, my whole childhood is just there. Oh my God. I can't believe you just sent me this. I'm going to save this one for last because I want to make sure you guys are, you gotta wait. The one I just saw, I just gasped. So this is World of Goo. What I like about Respawn is that they do a lot of like indie games and give them soundtracks, because a lot of these indie games don't have a lot of public knowledge, but they do have a lot of not just great gameplay, but great music associated with them. And World of Goo is an indie game I'm not familiar with. I've never played it, but I'm glad that Respawn has given it a soundtrack. I can't wait to... I feel like when I get a record like this and I want to play the game. So, like, not only is it going to make me listen to the music, it's going to make me actually try the game out. Because I'm a gamer. So, all right. This is incredible. Alex, are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready. Oh my God. I didn't even know they did this. Wow. So this is like, a lot of these games are just direct injections into my childhood, right? And this is one of them that I'm so excited for. Metal Toads? For those that are frogs. This is I didn't know this existed, first of all. I've been out of the loop with the store. I've been missing announcements, whatever it may be. This is obviously the music to Battletoads, which I have 2 Battletoads soundtrack records in my cube right now, because Battletoads is one of the games that I grew up on. It's an amazing soundtrack. And this is obviously metal renditions of Battletoads. Holy crap, this art is so good. You got Zitz, Rash, and Pimple, which is the name of the 3 Battletoads, and they're in a metal band. This is so rad. I cannot wait to hear this, because I love the original soundtrack, and metal renditions of it just in my head makes perfect sense. This is the game where it infamously had a this like speeder bike scene where you had to like jump over like these jumps in this bike, but it was going so quickly and you don't know what's ahead of you because it's a side scroller, and it's notoriously one of the hardest levels in video game history, because you basically have to memorize the level to do it, because you don't have the foresight to be able to see if there's going to be a jump or like a you know, there's like, it's very hard, and a lot of people gave up on Battletoads because of that level. Fun little fact. All right. Next up, we have Donkey Skong Country. Remember I said they did Banjo-Kazooie? Well, this is a ska version of Donkey Kong Country songs. I love this art too so freaking much. I mean, Donkey Kong Country soundtracks are iconic. I own 1, 2, and 3, the unofficial bootlegs. They're in my video game cube. Even though I didn't have a Super Nintendo and I've only played the DKC games sporadically throughout my life, the music transcends the game. It is some of the best scored music in all of game history. It lives on its own, and this is hilarious. A ska version of the Donkey Kong Country. Very specific spin, for sure. But I can't wait to hear this. Every single one of these are sold out except for the Goo one. That's awesome. That's crazy. Yeah, he's very generous. He's a good dude, and I've been supporting the label for a long time. I think I'm just happy to show off good music by someone who's working really hard in the industry. This next one I'm freaking out about. So this is tied for my favorite video game soundtrack, and this is a version that was done. And it was redone by the composer. So the composer revisited all of the original tracks and remade them with new twists and turns and new kind of takes on it decades later. And I have not heard this yet because I was hoping to get the record. But not only that, he sent me a copy signed by the composer. Grant Kirkhope is my favorite game composer of all time. He has done Okay, that's a lie. He's tied with Nobuo Uematsu, who is the Final Fantasy composer. Tied. But Grant Kirkhope can do everything from Banjo-Kazooie, like the jovial kind of like whimsical sounds of that, all the way to like the intense industrial synthy sounds of GoldenEye. He is a chameleon when it comes to his ability to create scores. He can do it all. He's kind of like Danny Elfman, where it's like give him a task and he will accomplish it. And he sent me a signed copy by Grant Kirkhope. This is so cool. Truly like a hero of mine. And to have a signed copy is like, I'm losing my mind right now. This is so cool. Wow. I can't wait to listen to this. This soundtrack, I own the I Am 8-bit version of the original soundtrack. But yeah. All right, sweet. Someone just said you have to be a gamer to understand all of this. You're right. I went way too deep into the hole there. Thank you to Respawn for sending me all that cool stuff. Definitely, if you're a gamer, check out their label. Let's see the inside. All right, open what? It is open, but hold on. Okay, you want to see the inside of the jacket? Sure. Very nice gatefold. Very cool. And it's on honeycomb gold to match the gold jiggies, and it's just very well done. This whole thing is just beautifully done. Very happy. So one more record to open, and then we'll do some Q&A, folks. And then I got to go to the store because I own a record store. I don't know if you guys know that. God, Metal Toads sent me, though. I can't wait to listen to Metal Toads. I can't wait. Oh, sweet. This is actually a cool one, too. So, this is the follow-up to the iconic ambient field recording record, Neighborhoods by Ernest Hood. A lost album over the years that did not receive the acclaim it deserved at the time, was rediscovered and reappreciated by a lot of modern contemporary music fans when it comes to people that really enjoy ambient field recording, kind of minimal stuff. And it has become a cult classic at this point. And for a long time, the original went for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but this label, Freedom to Spend, is that the label? Yeah. They went and they got the original tapes from the estate. They worked with the estate to remaster the original, and the reissue came out beautifully, and I was really happy with it. And then they announced out of nowhere that there was more material that had never been out before. So this is Back to the Woodlands, which is a follow-up record to Neighborhoods, which is insane that something so deep and niche would get a follow-up in my lifetime. Like, that's wild. I have not listened to this yet. I've been waiting for the record to come in. So, very exciting. The original album had such, like, a magical quality to it. It felt like if you closed your eyes, it transported you to, like, his neighborhood growing up. Just, like, really just, like, listening to the sounds of the street and listening to the sounds of the people. And it feels so authentic. It's like you could never fake what that album is able to accomplish sonically. And if this is even half as good, this is going to be a must own. So, very, very excited. Ernest Hood, who is known for playing the zither. Really cool instrument, not used very often. But yeah, so I feel like I always get my most obscure records in the mail every time I do a damn live stream. And everyone's like, you only open obscure stuff. And I do like obscure things. But, yeah. So that was the unboxing portion. Let's go do some Q&A before I shove some food in my gullet and then I go to the store. Because I got more pricing to do. For sure. All right, let me scroll up a bit. The first comment I see that's meaty is, Janosch, have I noticeably cut back on buying records since I've had the store? I mentioned not spinning much at home since it became my job. So yeah, I'm still kind of navigating that last part, but I'm actually buying more records because I'm really leaning into if I don't like it, I'll put it in the store, because the store always needs interesting stock. So it's kind of a dangerous rabbit hole, but it's also better than me just buying a bunch of records for myself without any way to, like, any justification. So I'm buying a good amount of records still, but I'm not listening to as many at home. No, I feel like, well, also I've been a little distracted. Like, when I go to the store, I listen to 5 to 8 records a day, depending on what day of the week it is, how many hours we're open. But when I get home lately, I've been kind of really engrossed in some video games. I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and that was like a 80-something hour game, and I beat that. I'm currently almost almost done with God of War Ragnarok, and then I have Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion coming out next month. So when I go to the store and I listen to music all day, I don't really want to go home and listen to music. But I will say on my days off, I'm still listening to a good amount of vinyl, and I do try to listen to an album before I leave for the store every day. But it's interesting. My relationship with my collection has changed, and it's kind of making it easier for me to part with some things and bring them to the store to let other people get a chance at them. So it's an interesting thing for sure. All right, let's see what else we got. Damn, I want to visit your store. Just got a white label promo, Highway 61 revisited in the mail. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. Yeah, white label promos are pretty wild for certain records. Did I get any RSD Black Friday titles? I got 3, and I got them all from indie record stores on Discogs. Like I said, I feel like Black Friday is dead, or Record Store Day is dead in the sense of lining up and having this magical evening / morning / experience at your record store. The titles just aren't compelling enough to line up for, and most stores are overwhelmed with stock. There isn't like some really hot ticket item anymore that you need to try to get in time. I haven't had trouble for years now getting what I want to get aftermarket for the same price or less, oftentimes less. So for MSRP, I didn't wait to see if they would drop substantially. I was fine paying MSRP. I ended up getting Smash Mouth's Fushimang. I don't know how to pronounce that. Someone said it's supposed to be like "fu man," like a slurred, but I always pronounced it Fushimang. So we'll see what happens. I got Fountains of Wayne, Traffic and Weather, and I got Appleseed Cast Sagarmatha because I love that record, and I sold it, I think, at TMR Fest, and I regretted it, and they just did a colored reissue that was pretty cool, so I grabbed that. But that's about it. I would have grabbed the Lights, but I already own it. Yeah. Did I get a copy of Volcanic Bird Enemy? Of course I did. Fashionable Death absolutely killed it with that press. If you guys don't know, Volcanic Bird Enemy and The Voice Concern is a Little Ugly Man record from last year. It was my #1 record of the year. For obvious reasons, a fucking masterpiece. And the pressing is great. It is silent. It is dynamic. The jacket's this really nice kind of like bulky cardboard. Great art on it. Yeah, really great job. I hope that you guys jump on the second press of it because they're going to do another press, they said. Did I get in on the Black Friday Bandbox $150 membership? I did not, but I get Bandbox stuff periodically. I think they're awesome. So hopefully some of you guys jumped on that because Bandbox is probably my favorite like subscription service right now that's doing records. Spin the Metal Toads in the store today. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bring it to the store. If I don't spin it today, at least before Sunday, I'll definitely have to take some of these and bring them to the store. See, here's the issue, though, I have. Tell me if you guys think this is crazy, but when I play records at the store that are my personal record, I always have someone come up and say, hey, is this for sale? And I always have to say no, which makes me feel like an ass. But then I spin stuff from the store that's just as good, and no one ever asks, oh, can I buy this? It's like the weirdest psychological experiment, and I feel bad not selling the things that I'm spinning just to get through my personal backlog. What do you guys think about that? Opinions on Aesop Rock. I think Aesop Rock is an incredible rapper. Not all of his albums do it for me. Sometimes it can be a little exhausting to listen to his stuff because it's so wordy and so dense. But one of my favorite hip-hop things of all time is in The Greatest Pac-Man Victory of All Time, which is he has a whole verse where he raps every word that starts with LSD. So it's like lazy summer days, like some decrepit land shark, and it's like he keeps going for like a whole verse. And I think that's really creative and fun, and I think that's very impressive. Do you think I would ever get to do a video game soundtrack score on the label? What game would that be? An existing game, an indie title? Fun fact, I'll let you know, I actually tried, and I got passed around to like 6 different people from a major label. I think it was Sony, I don't remember. eventually they just kind of stopped responding after they were like, great, let's pass you on to this person. They'll know. Then this person, they'll let you know. And then this person. It's the Phantasy Star Online soundtrack. I think it's an extremely beautiful electronic record that's it's ambient, it's lush. And I think it just stands alone as like really pretty music. It has not received a bootleg yet. It has not received an official press. And I really wanted to do it. And I really worked hard on it a couple years back. Got stonewalled by a major label. That's the problem. So maybe I could try to do an indie one down the road. I would love to keep expanding the genres of the label. I would love to do a metal record. I was trying to do a 70s hard rock record, which I alluded to in a recent video I did, but I could not get through to the people that held the rights. So it could be really hard, but I'd like to keep expanding the genres for sure. Am I getting the Rolling Stones mono box set that got announced recently? I'm not, because I'm a very casual Rolling Stones fan. They put on a great show when I saw them at Desert Trip, and there's 10 songs I really love by the Rolling Stones, but ultimately they're not a full album band for me. You look forward to my year in review videos. Am I planning one this year? Yes. I am going to be doing a top 10 albums of the year video. I'm still narrowing down my final spots, but that should be out this month for sure. And then also don't forget, I'm doing my Holy Grail video like I do every year, where I talk about the 7 grails I wanted this year, which ones I was able to track down, and then setting a goal for next year to track down, which are always 2 of my favorites to do. They don't ever do that well, but yeah, I like doing them. Have I ever seen a copy of Lo-Fi Girl's 1 a.m. study session under $500? Has it gone up to that price? I've seen them for $300 or $400 in the past year. I have a copy. If someone wants to pay me $500 for my copy, they can have it right now. DM me. It's a great compilation, but $500. Come on. Record store recommendations in Santa Monica. You'll be there in 2 weeks. So Santa Monica proper, when I lived in LA, didn't really have any notable record stores, but right adjacent to it is Record Surplus, which is definitely worth going to. It's an awesome store. Also, dude, just take an Uber to Amoeba. Make sure you don't miss Amoeba if you're going to be 30 minutes away by Uber. If you can only go to one store, go to Amoeba. Artificial Love, just tuning in. What'd you miss? Literally everything, but welcome to the chat. We're doing some Q&A, and you can watch this after the fact if you want to see the things I opened. What are the prospects of a next No Skips video? So let's talk about No Skips for a second. I obviously am extremely proud of that video. I think it's maybe the best thing I've ever done with Too Many Records. I know a lot of you guys loved it too. Disappointingly, the YouTube algorithm did not do me any favors. The video got to about 5,500 views and then stopped growing, which happens to me in a lot of my favorite videos and is a large reason as to why I have this kind of disillusioned, frustrated opinion of YouTube. I can put out a video that's just me just like talking to the camera, not really caring, and it'll do huge numbers. And then I'll do some video that costs thousands of dollars to make, all this effort, post-production, pre-production, and just it won't take off. So it's not up to me if it continues. It's up to whoever holds the coin purse and who decides I want to fund future episodes. And Whatnot is awesome to work with on this video, and I know they really loved the video, but they're trying to justify future episodes. So all I can say is this. I've talked to my buddy, my contact at Whatnot. He wants to do future episodes. We're thinking about what the next one could be. We already have something potentially targeted for February, but it's just a concept. It's not a signed off budget. So the best thing we can do for No Skips to continue is for you guys to continue to support my Whatnot streams. And if you haven't signed up for Whatnot yet, through my link, any signups that happen show that this sounds so transactionary, but it's really just the way the world works. If they see my audience is receptive to Whatnot, which is an amazing platform, like I wouldn't want to do this with them if I didn't love what they're doing. Like I felt like this is a very genuine collaboration for me. And if you guys sign up through the link and they see more signups coming in and they see people going and supporting my live streams, they will be more likely to continue funding future episodes of No Skips, which, as you guys know, is kind of what I wanted to do with this channel from the start. So let's see how the next couple months go in terms of my whatnot support and in terms of all of that. And hopefully we'll get another no skips sometime Q1 of next year. But it's all up in the air. Hopefully that answers the question. I was trying to be diplomatic. I was trying to be as honest as possible. Obviously I want it to continue very badly, but unless a mysterious benefactor swoops in and says they're going to pay for all of it, it's really kind of up to people that aren't me. But we'll see. As a store owner, you would never play records in the store from the personal collection if they're not for sale. You would maybe find on streaming and play from there. Out of curiosity, what's the difference to you in terms of playing an album that you own versus streaming an album if neither are for sale technically? I'm curious what the logic is there. What records have sold the most this year in the store? I mean, it's got to be Rumors, man. Every time I put Rumors out, it sells. Rest in peace, Christine McVie. That's so sad. I just read about that before the stream. But yeah, Rumors is you can't have enough copies of Rumors. Does anything ever become a grail throughout a particular that's not on my initial 7 grails list? I'm not sure I understand the question. I'm sorry, buddy. You've watched the video 5 times already. Well, thank you, man. I hope that we can do more no skips. I think that it's a really great concept that could really be expanded. It just needs the right producer, the right team behind it to be able to keep it going. All right, I've reached the end of the questions. Last call for questions, for super chats, for hate, for platitudes, for love, for anger, whatever you want to do. This is your moment, and if there's nothing else, I am going to end this. But I figured I would give you guys a chance for one last. You're curious if my grail list changes throughout the year. I mean, there's always more than 7 grails I'm looking for, but when I make my video, those are ideally the top 7 that I'm trying to get. And yes, sometimes I'll discover throughout the year a record that becomes a grail out of nowhere. But perhaps that will be a grail for the following year, or just one I managed to pick up that wasn't on that list. Do I know the band Crumb? I do not know Crumb. Again, send me it off of here so I can actually give them a listen, just like the other band that I've already forgotten the name of that you guys want me to listen to. Damn it. Send it to me. How was my Thanksgiving? Thank you for asking, Nick. It was really beautiful. It was low key. Just made some, crab rangoons. So made some Thanksgiving rangoons, which was a creative idea. And it was basically turkey and mashed potatoes mixed up together in a rangoon shell, dipped in gravy and cranberry sauce. Came out pretty good. Also made a couple sides, but yeah, it was just a very low-key Thanksgiving, and I really enjoyed just having something a little more intimate than just the big Thanksgivings I usually do every year. Less pressure and just kind of more... I needed something relaxing. It's been a very chaotic couple months, especially with the store. So, thank you for asking. How was your Thanksgiving? Was it good? Ordami JD Beck. First album has Anderson .Paak, Thundercat, and Herbie Hancock. That's wild. Your logic about the record store. I'm actually curious about this. If I play a physical copy, people think they have a chance to buy it, and I have to let them down. If I play from streaming, there's no chance. That's true unless they think that I'm playing it. Unless they think I'm playing a record. It's an interesting conundrum because I want to play more records from my collection to get through my backlog at the store, but for the reasons we just discussed, it seems like it's a tricky thing to make happen. So, I don't know. Maybe that's a bigger poll. Maybe that's a future video question where I can ask people their thoughts on that. It was a chill and fun Thanksgiving with friends. Awesome. Any Brazilian delicacies in the store right now? I love the word delicacies for that. Do I have no? A lot of the Brazilian stuff I had sold by now. I still have a copy of Caetano's Joia record with the original uncensored cover that didn't sell on my wall for a long time, and I don't know what to do with it because it's valuable, but people weren't wanting it, and I don't really want to put it on Discogs. I don't know what to do, so I got to figure that out. But yeah, a lot of the Brazilian stuff is sold. I would love to get another world music collection in ASAP. But all right, guys, I got to get ready to go to the store. Thank you for joining me for this live stream. Always a blast. Go click the link that I have pinned on the top of this chat. It is the whatnot that I am doing on Friday. Going to be giving away 3 grails in the live stream. So if you don't want to buy anything, at least sign up and go into the stream. You have a chance to win 3 grails. I'm also going to be selling a lot of really cool stuff you'll have a chance to grab. So click the link, bookmark it. If you haven't signed up for whatnot, you get $15 just for signing up through my link. I mean, like, just buy a record at the very least. And if you don't like the app, don't use it. But like, $15. If you saw a deal that was like $15 off a record and it was something you're interested in, you would buy it in a heartbeat. So anyway, that's my soft pitch. Go check it out. And I will talk to you guys in the whatnot on Friday. And yes, whatnot.